Ah, yes, Snapchat. We all love to use it. I'm a little guilty here. I use it a good amount of my day. I'd say it's the second most used app on my phone besides my texting app. Now, Snapchat was designed and founded by Evan Spiegel, who's literally in his early 30s and worth over $3 billion. How do you take something so simple like a messaging app and then turn it into sending pictures that disappear and you could add filters on and make millions from it? Well, you have no one else to ask but this guy, because this dude is super smart, super effective at what he does, and he's honestly accomplished what over 99.9% of people wish they'd accomplished at an even earlier age than it usually happens. Guys, we're going to be going over some secrets about Evan Spiegel, some dirty little facts, maybe even some business tips on him that actually shed some light on how he's so successful and how he got to the position he is in today. What's going on, guys? JT here with the Business Hub, coming at you with another video. Make sure before the video loads up to leave a huge thumbs up. Also, make sure to let us know in the comment section down below if you did subscribe. That way you could be entered in this month's subscriber giveaway, where we shout out one lucky viewer who subscribes, comments down below saying they subscribed, and turns our post bell notifications on. Means the world to us, guys. Thank you. Also, let us know in the comment section down below if you did subscribe, like I said, and also let us know what your favorite part of the video was, what your favorite secret of Evan Spiegel. Trust me, there's a lot of juicy ones, guys. Now, let's get into today's video, the 10 secrets you did not know about Evan Spiegel. Our first juicy one is follow your good soul. In a graduation ceremony where he was chief guest, Spiegel called out students to follow their good soul. He instigated them and initiated them to listen to what their heart told them and to follow that instead of taking advice from someone else. Now, what does it mean to follow your good soul? Like it says in plain black and white, follow your heart, follow the direction you want to go to. Sure, that's all nice and peachy, all lovey-dovey. Honestly, if you're talking to your parents, they're going to tell you just follow your heart and what you want to do and you'll be successful. However, the hard truth of the matter is that's not always the case. World isn't nice to people. People are like gutter rats, man. They're just put on earth and they're taught to do something, and if they do it, great. If they can't do it, oh well, sucks for them. You can always make more. Now, Evan Spiegel takes this close to heart and he says, hey, I followed my dreams. I was a broke college student. Coming out of college, I didn't even like what I did. Now he's a billionaire. Why? Because he developed a simple app that anyone could have developed before him. And honestly, I guarantee you there were about 1 million plus people who thought of this idea. He was just brave enough to take the risk, put the money in it, and now look at this dude. He's worth billions, not even in his mid-30s yet, hasn't even hit his prime, and this dude is thriving successfully. That's just awesome. I love seeing success stories like this, which makes you wonder, and it makes myself wonder too. Who's next? Who's the next to blow up? Because honestly, if you have the work habits and you have the work ethic as well, you're going to succeed. If you put in that time, you're never going to fail, and you're always going to be your own boss. Next, we have break conformity. He talks about breaking conformity. It's so easy to conform to the standards that society around us follows, but it's also so important to break the same and find a real self, and it finds that we're truly unique in our own place. If you act like people want you to act, you're going to be living a 9-to-5 job, you're going to be making barely enough to live, you're going to have a nice family, 3 kids, 2 kids, whatever you want to do, and you're just going to be working 5 days a week, getting those 2 days off. Now, don't get me wrong, some people are fine with that. They enjoy having that safe security blanket, knowing they're going to be pretty well off, and they're going to be working 5 days a week until they're 60. However, Evan Spiegel's not like that. He never wanted to work a day in his life, in his own words. What that means is he wanted to start his own company, work for himself, build around his own schedule. And that's low-key how I am too. I do YouTube, I do a lot of other stuff because I don't like working for people. In a way, I'd still do work for people. However, I love my job. I love bringing you guys content. It's a lot of fun. A job's a job, however. Even if it's fun, it's eventually going to get boring if you're doing it every day. You have to find ways to spruce it up, find ways to liven it up. And jobs like this, like what I'm doing right now, it does get a little tiring. I will say that. I'll never say it gets boring because I like interacting with you, talking to you guys through my voice and my videos that I edit for you guys. But the fact of the matter is, don't conform to society. That's what society wants you to do, and that's why it runs so smoothly. People are going to conform. However, if people break out of their shells and they actually go out and do something that they want to do in the world, they're going to learn a lot of valuable life lessons that'll follow them throughout the rest of their life and their children and their family. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. Upcoming, we have It's Not About the Degree. You can't get a degree or not, or you can. It's what you really are passionate about and what you work hard for so that you will ultimately achieve it. Even with a degree, you may not achieve anything substantial, and even without a degree, you may reach heights like Evan Spiegel and Mark Zuckerberg. Now, Evan did go to college, however, he didn't graduate with a degree. Same with Mark Zuckerberg, he dropped out. It's not a bad thing not to go to college. If you don't go to college, or actually think about it in the positive, you're saving a lot of money you may have in student loans. You're also teaching yourself how to be self-independent, and that's mainly what matters. Going to college and learning all those math problems, history lessons, what happened back in the day, is nice and peachy. However, nobody's really going to ask you when you're working for real, how many adits add up to pi. Nobody cares about that stuff. Now, if you're in a profession like engineering where you actually have to use math, okay, but chances you're not going to use it. Honestly, these things that you use in school are not even going to apply to your actual real life. I wish in school they taught us actual things like how to do taxes, how to put a down payment on your car, that kind of stuff. That would be really interesting. At the end of the day, though, Spiegel says it's not about the degree, and I couldn't agree more. Lastly, we have you'll make mistakes, accept, apologize, and move on. Just like that in those steps, it's very imperative that you will make mistakes. When you know it, you made a mistake, be it long after you actually did it, try to actually accept it, apologize to yourself or someone else, and move on. It's not worth denying because it humbles you down when you own up to your own mistakes. It's like if you lie to someone, try to actually correct that lie, but you shouldn't be lying before, but if you accidentally lie, or I wouldn't say accidentally because you're doing it on purpose, but whatever happens, is what I like to say. If you do something like you crash your friend's car and you try to blame it on someone else and say it wasn't even you, obviously that's something they're going to know you're lying about, and people generally, I'd say 95% of the time, know you're lying before you're even telling them something. So you got to be careful with what you say. Comparative liars, they're always very, very untrustworthy, and they don't get really anywhere in life. So make sure you're not a liar, you accept your mistake, and apologize and move on. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is JT with the Business Hub signing off. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, see you guys later.